Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Peterson. I'll be taking you through a tutorial today on how to use a text-to-speech app called Natural Reader. For today's purposes, I'll mainly be focusing on how to use the app on a desktop PC. However, there are mobile versions available for both Android and iPhone users. So I've already gone to naturalreaders.com, and if you look at the top, there's a blue button that says Start for Free. There is a paid version, and I'll explain some of the optional upgrades that are available as we go along. So the first thing I'm going to do is click that button. It's going to take me to a home page that looks like this. At the top, you'll notice that there are some features along the left-hand side. So the first icon right here is a circle with a plus in it. It says add files. If you click on that, it gives you the ability to upload documents, to copy and paste text into this box right here. You can upload images, photos, and screenshots, and you can also insert links to web pages. Next is a library, where as you start to use the app more, you can save files and come back to them later. The next one is your account. It will ask you to sign up. It will give you some auto links to an email, and then you can go in and change the settings. You can keep the free account, you can upgrade your account, and kind of go back and forth depending on what your needs are. Next, you'll see that there's an app, an app link right here, and you can use the Natural Reader for Windows, which is what I'm showing you right now. There's also the Chrome extension, which I'm going to show you that's going to help us read our ebooks, and again, there's this mobile app version. Next, down here, you'll notice that there are commercial and education versions that offer some different options if that's something that interests you. Down here they have a QR code so that your mobile devices can access the information as well. And then lastly, they have this blue upgrade button, which again, at any time you can choose to upgrade to the paid version. At the very top above our main board here, you'll notice that there's this little person icon. This is going to be your AI voice, which you can change depending on what you like. Unfortunately, the free version is pretty limited to the availability. It's limited to English US speakers only, and there are 2 male and 1 female voice available. The male voice, David, is the option that it selects automatically. In the premium version, there are some more voices available and the ability to speak a couple of different languages, French, Spanish, Portuguese, German, Italian. However, in the Plus version, it gives you many, many different options, lots of different languages to translate. So you'll have to decide on what your needs are. Next, you'll notice these little arrow buttons. This one is to get you to the beginning. So if you're a couple of pages into your reading and you want to go back to the start, this will just automatically take you to the beginning. This blue button in the middle is our play button. So as soon as I hit that, that's going to give our AI the go ahead to read. The other arrow is to get all the way to the end. So if you've read what you need, you're going to go to the end of the book or whatever you're reading, you can just hit that arrow. The next one is the 1x. This controls the speed of the reader. Here we'll see it says 180 WPM, that stands for words per minute. So this is what the average person speaks, and you can adjust that based on your preferences. Lastly, up here, you'll see in the top right corner, there's a few more buttons and settings that we can go through. We have our blue box with the CC, that stands for closed captioning. We have our clipboard. If you're copying, pasting text and images in, this is where they'll be. We have our little disc here, which is to autosave. This will help you change your text preferences. It's the A with the line underneath. You can adjust the size of the text. You can adjust the spacing of your text. And you can turn on the dyslexia font, which will help you in your ability to read. The next is we have these 3 dots right here. If you go into those, that will change your setting preferences. You can convert your file to you can convert to an MP3. You can skip reading some of the text. So if you start at the top and you're reading through and you want to skip a section, it'll allow you to do that. We have a search and replace feature, pronunciation. We have some hotkeys. So if you click on this, you can use space up and down to get you to different parts in the text. You can go here for word highlight. You can change the highlight color. You can get it to auto scroll. You can change to dark mode so you're on a black background. You can change the volume of the speaker. If you have any sort of issues with the app itself, you can report them here, and then you have the ability to share. So now what I'd like to show you is what it can do. So here we go. I can type out a sentence. And then I can ask it to read the sentence for me.
I would like to know more.
You can also copy and paste text here and it will read it. And then the very last thing I'd like to show you is how do you get it to read an ebook? So that's what we'll take a look at now. So back here, I showed you guys that there are not only is there the Natural Reader for Windows, which is what you're looking at, but there's also this Chrome extension. So if you click on that, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to give you that little blue button. It's going to ask you to download the Chrome extension. Then up here, it's going to add it up here. If you click on your extensions here, you'll notice I have a few other extensions. If you click on that blue pin right here, that'll pin it to the top, and it'll always be available to you no matter if you're surfing a web page, if you're looking at a book, it can read emails for you. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to my Kindle app and take a look at having it read a book. So I went into my Kindle Cloud. I'm just going to pick a book here. Go ahead and opened up the book that I'm going to have it read. I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to choose that blue N that stands for Natural Reader. It brings up this little box right here. I'm going to go ahead and press that blue play button.
They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange on this team.
And as you can see that it'll start to read the book for me. Again, you can use an application like the Kindle to have it read the ebooks by using the extension, or you can go ahead and copy and paste text or upload text directly back into that clipboard on the main home page. And that's our tutorial today on how to use Loom to read ebooks.